I wanted to lose weight for years. I made bets with friends, set goals, downloaded tracking apps, and yet I still failed multiple times over the course of 5 years. And for a long time, I thought the problem was that I just didn't want it enough. I had no discipline. I just couldn't control myself. And whenever it came to a day where I started doing something about it and continued to do it for days, the moment that I missed the day or broke my streak, it will all just unravel and I'll stop doing it again and go back to my old habits. So here are a few things that I've learned throughout this journey that might be helpful for you. The measurement trap. When I first started this, I tracked my weight every single day. And for a while, it kept going down, which made things really exciting. But then one day, it was a cheat day, and I ate more than I should. So I told myself that day I wouldn't measure, since I didn't work for it. Unfortunately, this started snowballing. Every day, I would continue not to measure, thinking that everything is going to be fine, when really it was this fear that was holding me back. The fear that the weight could have gone up again, all my past effort was wasted. So what was the problem? The issue is that I just removed the biggest accountability source that I had. Accountability isn't about reporting to someone, but measurement is the accountability. Even if you don't actually take the action that you need to complete that goal or to achieve that goal, continue to measure it because it helps provide a reminder and keeps you on track. It helps provide a reminder of where you're at so that you can better understand and better act. So the learning here is this: whether you had a good day or a bad day, keep measuring. Second, don't focus so much about the goal. Focus more about your daily actions. You may find yourself also stuck in the same trap that I was, which is the idea that I had to have a concrete goal, whether it's a smart goal or not, and write out a complete plan on how to achieve it. And what happened was that I ended up spending more time and energy planning the goal itself rather than achieving the goal. And the reason why we continue to do this is that setting goals feels really productive. You feel like you're making some change or you're about to, but most of the time, we never ever get to the change part. And so here's what I learned. If you don't start today, you will never start tomorrow. And it's not really like a way to motivate you, but rather it's just the way our brain works. Every day you delay, you're reinforcing the identity of what you don't want. And so what helped me was in believing that any kind of delay is dangerous. That if I wanted to make a change, there's no reason to not start today. And so don't wait for the right conditions, because the conditions are never right. The all or nothing trap. Remember when I said in the beginning that whenever I missed the day I broke my streak, it will all unravel and I will stop doing what I was planning to do all along? This is what some people call an all or nothing mindset. Basically, you either do it all perfectly, if not you don't do it at all. And that completely ruined me for many years. The problem isn't the sleep, isn't that cheat day that you took. The problem is the story you tell yourself about the sleep. The people who actually get results aren't the ones who never miss a day, but rather, even if they had to miss a day, they continued moving forward. So here's the lesson. Don't focus on being better than yesterday. Focus on being better than 2 days ago. Fourth, the environment is rigged against you. I used to think that the problem was willpower. People kept telling me that you just have to control what you eat, you just have to exercise every day. And to be honest, that is quite true. The problem is that I was fighting an uphill battle. I had to fight against temptations every single day from my fridge, from my environment, and that made it so much harder. Imagine this: if I were to put you in a place where you have no access to all your favorite foods and that you had nothing to do all day, would you not lose weight? So here's the lesson. The real work happens before you're hungry or before you're too lazy to exercise. Set yourself up for success. Remove the temptation before you need willpower. Build the environment that makes the right choice the easy one. Fifth and finally, the mental game. You can have the right plan, the right strategy, the right goal, and do everything right, but at some point in time, you're going to mess something up. Your mind is just going to fight you back and tempt you with something that you know you shouldn't do. And the goal isn't to try to convince yourself on what you should do, because the moment you try to fight that thought, you'll just keep thinking about it and you end up almost always losing the fight. So the trick here is to never engage in a fight with yourself. the moment the temptation or thought arises in your mind, what you want to do is immediately try to distract yourself or think about something else. Whether it's avoiding temptation or trying to do something difficult, there's this simple rule that I heard from others that's really helpful. It's called the 2-second rule. So basically, the moment a temptation arises, you must find a way to break that chain of thought or distract yourself within 2 seconds. The same applies to doing difficult things. Let's say you're going to have to run for 5 kilometers or go to the gym. Don't focus so much on the duration of the exercise itself. Just think about what you're going to do for the first 2 seconds. For example, focus on just putting on your shoes first or just running a kilometer first. And naturally, the momentum will carry you forward. And so here's the lesson. Don't try to convince yourself to do something or to not do something. Use a small action to override the thoughts in your head. And that's it. Everything that I've mentioned to you has helped me in some way or another. There's a lot of people will tell you that the key about discipline, about losing weight, is to remove emotion from the equation. But I disagree. I find that what actually really worked for me was that if you can associate losing weight with something that you feel really strongly for, say you wanted to chase someone, or that there's something that being fitter will help you do, use that emotion to drive you forward. And once you get past the initial resistance, it will be alright. So I hope that this has helped in some way or another. I'm still on the journey myself, and hopefully there will be some transformation coming soon. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.